Okay, friends, there's this Facebook account, and she's also on Twitter and Instagram and all the things that's really been annoying me. So she's calls herself the Transformed Housewife. Her Twitter handle is at Godly Womanhood. And so looking through her account, there's a whole bunch of legalism. It appeals to 1950s womanhood. The woman's place is only in the home, and the wife can never work outside the home, and just a lot of really hardcore legalism. And so obviously I love biblical womanhood, and I love that my wife stays home with our kids, and that's all great. But I think she takes some things way, way too far. So anyway, she had this post where she was imploring women to stay pure before marriage, which is a great thing. So she's telling them that they have to fight for purity at all costs. And as part of her post, she shared this tweet that she tweeted. So we'll show it here. It says, "A woman my age asked me why kids aren't getting married anymore. Her 3 sons in their 30s are living with their girlfriends. I told her it was because the guys were getting all the wife privileges for free with no commitment and nothing to lose. Why should they marry?" Okay, there is so much wrong with this post, and especially coming from a Christian who is teaching purity. I think that this really reflects one of the bad and harmful aspects of purity culture, which is that purity is up to the women, that the women just need to set the boundaries and fight for purity, and fight off the men, and it's all on the women. And so let's dissect this a little bit. And so for one thing, she says that guys were getting all the wife privileges. And it was clear from the comments she made that talking just about sex. And so it's like, well, getting the sex for free, so why should they marry? And so it's like, that is such a low view of marriage. You're making it sound like marriage is just all about the sex. And if the wife, or if the husband's getting it for free, which almost like he's paying for it if it's in marriage, like, well, marriage is going to cost him this amount of money or cost of something. And so, but now he's getting it for free. So why would he get married? Let me tell you why he should get married. He should get married because he loves Jesus. He should get married because of his witness to the world. He should get married for the sake of his future wife, to love her and shepherd her well and take care of her heart. And so sex isn't just the privilege of marriage that he's getting for free now. It's supposed to be this mutual submission to one another. It's supposed to be this beautiful aspect of marriage. And it isn't just like this price. Marriage isn't there's a price you pay to be able to have sex anytime you want. But now he's getting it for free. And so why should he bother getting married? Yet she implores the women to purity. So he should get married for the sake of his own purity. He should set boundaries for the sake of leadership of this woman. He should set boundaries and stay pure for the sake of his witness to the world. And so we have to get away from this aspect of this aspect of why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. We hear that phrase a lot, and it's really ridiculous. And it comes along these same lines. And so we need to teach our men to be pure. We need to teach our men not to shack up with their girlfriends. That should be part of a Christian family and a Christian home. We don't just put the responsibility on the women to fight off the men. We teach men to be respectable. And certainly we also then want to shepherd our daughters and the girls to have the right values. But I think that this just cheapens the view of marriage so much. Instead of being this beautiful, beautiful thing of two people coming together, committing to themselves for a lifetime, it's like, well, the benefit of marriage for the guy is just sex. So if you're giving him that anyway, then there's no benefit for him. That is absolutely ridiculous. And we need to fight against that in Christian culture. And we need it called out when we see it with grace, of course. But we need to reject that aspect of purity culture that just leaves it up to the girls and not to the boys. And so many times we take girls' purity so much more seriously for some reason, and we tell girls that if they're impure, they're damaged goods. Yet we don't have that same attitude with guys. We should show grace to everyone who has, not saved themselves towards marriage. There's many of us who have baggage, and God's grace is sufficient for that. But we take purity and sexuality and marriage seriously on both the boys' end and the girls' end as we're raising our kids. And so obviously this lady whose three, sons were living with their girlfriends, if they were making it just about sex, then they need some discipleship, and they need to see that if they actually love Jesus, this is harming their witness, and it's going to cause chaos for their future family, and their future, hopefully their future wife. But obviously, when there's no commitment, then we don't know that. So, all right, well, keep on loving Jesus, people, and examine your own hearts and understand that we're all fallen. We all need Jesus, and marriage should be a witness to the world of the gospel of dying to ourselves to love another person, and that's something to be taken seriously from both men and women.